Hey guys, I covered the Urtopia carbon e-bike recently. Really cool platform, you know, it's a single speed, it's got a little hub motor, it's lightweight, it's custom, 2 sizes, 3 colors. I have a full review on that back at ElectricBikeReview.com. But while I was doing this, I mentioned that, you know, it doesn't have the fenders, the kickstand, or bottle cage bosses. And it turns out they actually have a custom bottle cage mount that goes right here. So I spent some time today adding these accessories, riding around a little bit. Overall, I'm pretty impressed, but this is $2,800 stock, and when you add these accessories, I think it's like $170 worth of accessories. So you're getting closer to that $3,000 mark. You know, price-wise, it's hard to find a carbon electric bike anywhere. You're saving on weight, and this one has some really cool features like a fingerprint reader and a dot matrix display and the voice commands, which don't work perfectly if you're riding because of the wind. Projects turn signals down. There's a rear light. I mean, I really want to compliment what they've done. Even, you know, Gates carbon belt drive with a break in the frame there, that all costs money to do. I'm glad that they had these accessories. There were a few surprises that came up, and in general, I just wanted to, you know, point them out. I just finished putting on the water bottle with a mounting bracket here. This is $39. The bracket is steel and the cage itself is aluminum alloy. These are the instructions, and it comes with a bunch of, you know, bolts and lock washers and nuts. The interesting thing is the bike already had these black kind of matching bolts with washers, but they didn't have the Loctite on them, so it kind of seems like a waste. I mean, these just get tossed away. Getting this bracket on, you know, it feels pretty secure, but a little bit of doing, a little bit of dexterity to get everything lined up right. And then I didn't actually have the correct tool to hold the nut on the other side, so I got out my, you know, Crank Brothers tool set here that I use for bikes, and I was able to use that opening right there to hold on to the nut on the other side. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get it all the way tight. It's nice that they give you some extra hardware here in case you drop something in the grass like I did at one point. Overall, just looking at this, it seems like I'm not going to be able to use this frame bag, which had all the tools and my keys and stuff in it. I'm gonna have to take that off if I want to get a bottle into that bottle cage. So I still look at this, and it's neat that the frame is unique, kind of has this like spring design to it, but a traditional seat tube that goes all the way down probably would have made it stronger. And then you could have just had a very simple, easy to add bottle cage that would be a lot less expensive. The kickstand costs $29, and it weighs about 0.8 pounds, so you are going to add some weight to the frame. I think it's worth it, especially for kind of a city bike where you might be parking this inside your garage or at a bike rack or something. And that way the carbon fiber, nice paint job and everything, it's not going to get scratched up. We do have rubberized ends on these grips, so you could lean it against a wall, but I think I just like kickstands, so it's, you know, adjustable length, mounts pretty easily, and the bike came with the Allen key needed for those bolts, so I didn't need any extra tools to do this. I was very careful when I was mounting it not to touch that disc brake rotor, because the oil from your skin can contaminate the brake pads, and that can lead to squealing. So the Mudguards cost $99, and I'm surprised because they're actually, you know, pretty custom. They do a good job. This front one could get swiveled side to side, so you might have to, you know, adjust it every once in a while to keep it on track. The rear looking pretty nice. You know, I'm gonna go for a ride. I have a feeling it's gonna bounce up and down a little bit like that, but probably not gonna make any noise. And I realized that I had to take off the bottle cage mount because the bolts that they included, they just weren't long enough to go through both. So I think you could mount both of these, but if you're buying them, the hardware that comes with just, it isn't as long to support both of them. So I took this off, weighed that was like 0.4 pounds. I'm guessing the front one was like 0.2 because it doesn't have as much metal. So you know, half a pound of additional weight. Well guys, that's about it. As mentioned at the beginning of this video, I have a full written review on the Urtopia carbon e-bike back at ElectricBikeReview.com, along with a comparison tool and some forums so you can talk with people who might actually own the bike and they've spent some more time with it. I'm glad they thought about some of these accessories when they were designing the bike, and it really is something special, just very custom. I love you guys. Ride safe out there, and we'll see you next time.